Hey bitches, I'm back and I'm better. Okay, this is kind of new, but I go ahead and get started right away, so this is why I'm doing this. So I start off with the Ardell pomade, and I use that shit to fill in my brows, and then right after I use the Maybelline Fit Me, the Age Rewind concealer to use as an eyeshadow primer and to carve out my brows.
Yeah.
After blending out all that, concealer on my eyelids, I use this Jaclyn Hill palette. Mira esa madre, what the fuck, it fell out. Anyways, after ese pinche shock que me dio, I go ahead and move on, and using that same palette that I just showed, I use the shade, fuck, I can't read, anyways, I use that shade Rush. I put that shit on my crease. Yes, I didn't set my eyelid, which is why I am patting it on instead of blending it out right away. It's just to get a higher intensity of that color. Peep that fucking double chin, bitches. Anyways, I use the shade Framed, and I put that like on the inner and outer V of my eye to create a halo effect. After packing on those shades, I actually go ahead and use a bigger fluffy blending brush and use the shade, fuck, I don't know what shade that was, but I use that shade and I blend all those shades together. Going back in with the shade Framed, I deepen up that color a little bit more.
Wish I could delete these memories like a program. Tired of tossing and turning, tired of being tired. But when you love someone, you throw yourself inside the fire.
Then go ahead and blend that all together to make sure, fuck, I can't fucking talk, okay, to make sure you get like a seamless finish.
Making me impatient, but still, I told myself as a man, you fighting for.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did put these videos in real time, so you wouldn't see me sped up blending my eyeshadow. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew the speed that I was blending at, and it does take time and patience.
I'll be good without it.
Using that same concealer from previously, is it previously? I don't know, but I use that to go ahead and do a halo cut crease. Also, this does take time and patience, and it also does take like practice. Going back in with color, I go ahead and blend that on top of where I had placed the concealer, just to intensify the color a little bit more. Then using the shade on camera, I go ahead and place that where I had placed my concealer. A little trick I've learned is that if you take your eyeshadow too high, you can use your setting powder and put that right beneath your eyebrow and where you want your eyeshadow to stop, and it kind of blends it down instead of having it up so high. Now moving on to face, I use the Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Eraser as a primer. To set my primer and mattify my skin, I use the Black Radiance Banana Setting Powder.
Yeah. It's no hard feeling.
Then I like to take a mix of these two, the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible and the LA Colors, I don't know what it's called, but that foundation. Anyways, here's my niece. Oh, and my sister too.
On the rooftop while I stargaze. Pardon me while I parlay. Reminisce on no old times at the parkway. A young kid getting changed for the arcade.
Anyways, here's a video of me looking super happy. Opening this beauty sponge that I bought in AliExpress. Honestly, it's a really good sponge. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Cause I feel the last one was from the underworld. Ain't no dissing, but I was missing something. Said you dealing with it, but you ain't never mentioned nothing. I'm inside it, you mean to tell me you ain't feeling nothing? Well, that's a bet, you probably ain't never gonna feel nothing. Yeah, I gave you everything, and you walked away. Late night phone conversations begging you to stay. You don't have to call, baby, yeah. No. I'ma be alright tonight. Promise I'ma be good.
Anyways, to cover those ojerotas que tenemos, because we sleep at 4 in the morning, we use that same concealer from before.
You are in the mix with DJ Rap.
Try to write something different inside this notepad. Wish I could delete these
To
memories
set
like
our under eye, we go ahead and use that Black Radiance banana powder and make sure that it is well blended into the concealer and the skin. After so, I go ahead and use that same powder and I pat that all over my face to make sure I go ahead and set my foundation.
Give her space, it's no reason for you to try to rush. Praying for better days, praying that God protects her, praying every single day He brings us back together. Look, I don't know the odds.
Then going ahead and using the Wet n Wild contouring palette in Caramel Toffee, I go ahead and bronze my skin. Then to set my face, I use the Milani Makeup Last Setting Spray. To highlight my face, I use the Makeup Revolution's Radiance palette and I just put that on the highest points of my cheekbones. And then I use the Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping palette to further contour because that bronzing is not enough to make my fat ass head look slimmer. So yo toda pendeja, I wanted to use this e.l.f. lip gloss, but my dumbass couldn't even open it, so I switched to the NYC Soft Matte Liquid Lipstick. I just ended up using that nudish brown because I thought it was a better fit. Anyways guys, that is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Que Diosito los bendiga and have a great day, night, whenever you're watching this.